That millimeter is very hard to trigger like that. You have to be very close to that antenna to make it alarm.
If you don't want me to go near that sound we just heard, go to the red light to stop us. And there it goes again. All right, I'm coming back.
You got to remember, I just told the New Jersey Ghost Hunter Society an EVP that was captured on the second floor that said, "Don't go away." So now they're saying, we have to go, we have to go. Well, the EVP we just showed them said, "Don't go away." So let's see if that causes some friction and activity.
I'm coming back. I am coming back. I'm coming back.
All right, teams, you've got about 5 minutes left.
We've got to go.
We have to go.
We're getting ready to leave, so I need to ask you a question. If I leave, are you going to miss me? Yes.
I heard
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Yes.
I'm going to ring the siren, cue them that the investigation is over. At that point, they're going to be able to go home, get some sleep, come back in the morning, and go through all of their audio and video evidence. At that point, we'll make our determination which team has won Paranormal Challenge.
There it is.
Sorry.
There it is. Shut it down.
Now that both investigations are officially completed, teams must lock up all of their materials and evacuate the premises until morning.
I felt that this investigation was one of the best.
We'll stay here to the sun comes up.
Yeah, if you don't mind if we stay.
You can leave and we'll just hang around.
The fact that we came in with our old tricks, tried a few new things, had some new equipment, I think we could win this.
The teams return the next morning to review their evidence. And to help both teams, Zach has brought in tech expert Billy Tolley.
Does it make sense?
They'll present the 4 most compelling pieces captured during the competition: 2 audio and 2 visual.
It's judgment time.
I do have a competitive streak, and everybody wants to win.
This is all about pride, respect, credibility.
This is about getting down to the bragging rights of whose team is superior.
Whether we win or we lose, we're still going to be doing what we do. But it would be great to win.
Hello, teams. How you guys doing? Good evidence review?
Yes.
I'm really eager to see what you guys discovered. But first, we're going to see how each of you fared in each of the categories. Beth, how did New Jersey Ghost Hunter Society do in teamwork?
There seemed to be a little bit of a lack of leadership. It was almost like the first half you guys were just warming up, and we really saw the teamwork come together for the second portion. So you pulled it all together in the end.
Thank you.
So Dave, let's find out how they did with their history.
It was a little touchy at the beginning. There was not a whole lot of use of the history.
It was more pronounced when you guys went to the Quaker building. I think you really used it to your advantage there, especially in the last half hour.
Now, the third category is technology, how well these teams use the specific pieces of equipment that they are given. Dave, how did they do on that?
Well, you know, when we first did our review at the beginning, I said I was a little concerned because immediately as your team set up, you began by saying, here's some piece of equipment, I don't know how to use it, you go ahead and take it.
New Jersey Ghost Hunter Society, go ahead and start out and present the judges with your first piece of audio evidence.
Both EVPs were from the Quaker building. The first one is the unintelligible voice.
So this first one, you were not able to decipher any message.
Given the fact that they had limited languaging skills, it's that grunting
Okay,
sound.
where were you at during this?
First floor.
All right, well, let's go ahead and present the EVP to the judges. Billy, can you go ahead and isolate that voice and replay it?
Are you tagging all the sounds you were hearing during your EVP?
Yes, everything. We make sure we put that on the audio so you know that.
Let's move on to your second piece.
Our second EVP was also captured in the Quaker building on the second floor.
Why don't you present to us what you think it says?
I think it sounds, I'm nowhere, I can't be helped.
Play it again.
Yeah.
So clearly, I must say that of the EVPs, you did capture some unexplained, possibly voices. Let's move on to your video evidence to the judges.
Okay, you can see the shadow cast by the photographer. So that is actually a normal reflection of light. That, however, is what we would call an anomaly. If you go to the next picture, it's gone.
In the next frame, the next shot, Laura's actually responding to behind her where we found this picture anomaly.
Judges, any questions? Let's move on to the second piece.
Second piece demonstrates there was somewhat of an intelligence and an interaction with our millimeter.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm coming back.
When we were making the attempt to leave, it would signal.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm coming back.
That investigation was really pushing me to the edge of the seat. You guys were in the room where you had heard about an EVP that said don't go, and you were getting a very similar phenomenon.
Thank you very much, but at this time, we need to have Quest Paranormal come in and present to us their evidence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Quest Paranormal Society, how are you guys doing?
Great.
Let's see how the judges felt and how you did in the first three categories. Let's start off by teamwork. Jeff, how'd they do in that category?
Well, at first there was a lot of bickering. It was almost like a married trio. I did learn after a while that that's how you show love.
I differ a little bit from Jeff. The infighting got on my nerves. I don't think that the spirits would take as easily to hearing three people that couldn't even get along very well.
Using history, your second category, how well did they use this history, Dave?
Yeah, you didn't really seem to reference it on camera, the history. I will give you some credit, though, to the fact that you took to the location. I like that you began role-playing.
That was actually our plan.
Okay.
The difference is in the building. One building's negative, one building is sympathetic.
Good strategy. Now, the third category is technology. Jeff, how well did they use that equipment?
In the first half of the investigation, there's a lot more movement when you were doing your EVP sweeps, and in the second half, you kind of hunkered down a little more. So I'm really curious and excited to see where you got your results and when.
All that matters in the evidence, and if you got evidence. And let's move to that category. Present us with your two audio pieces.
This was captured in the first floor of the Mayflower. Bob and I were calling out names because there were people here with every name.
It's a good strategy.
Okay, you're going to hear in here, what is your name? Are you Mary? Mary. Mo. Are you Mary?
Very interesting.
Yeah. Are you Mary? Are you Mary?
All right, let's move to your second piece.
Okay. Oh, this is awesome.
And where were you with this one?
Same place, the first floor of the Mayflower. Hello?
Yeah. Is that the millimeter going off at the same exact time? The voice?
Yeah, that's
Let's hear it one more time, Billy.
I love how fast you guys could pick apart something. You'd hear a noise and you would pick it apart right away.
Let's move on to your video evidence.
We were on the second floor. Kenny got a sick feeling. He was calling up this man. Look at the man. You see his whole body there? Here's his head. You can actually see the detail in his face. He's sitting with his hands folded.
Very interesting photo. Show us your second piece of visual evidence.
I asked for the door to be slammed.
Okay.
It's slammed.
President, can you swing this door shut?
That's the door.
This case up. Door closing. Door closed.
I thought it was very interesting how you were actually yelling out to do something in that nature,
slam the door.
And it happened.
This case up. Door closing. Door closed.
Judges, any questions? No. Well, thank you very much for your presentation. You are dismissed, and we will call you back shortly with the judge's decision. Thank you.
What we have to look at is how it works together.
Bob, I'm getting soaked.
Elaine, shut the up, would you?
Quest was extreme. They were super mellow. There was nothing in between.
Let me out!
New Jersey made good, valid points for using the history of investigation.
This is where they bang their heads so hard against the walls to try and get attention.
Beth, what team do you think fared best in technology?
I'm gonna have to say Quest. They seem to have a better grasp on all of the tools.
No, I think Quest was a lot more contaminated, especially in the first section.
We had them come here for what people want to see, what people want to hear, and that is evidence. For audio, I was impressed by the little girl noise.
Right after the millimeter went off?
Yeah, I thought that was a great culmination of events.
Hello?
Yeah.
And for that, I think Quest delivered.
I'm going to go with New Jersey for video because I was impressed by the millimeter.
The video piece that was more intriguing was watching the millimeter react to them.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm coming back.
I'm kind of tossed up here.
I mean, it's hard because they both did great jobs in various areas.
And they're almost even. We've all come to a decision. Beth?
I agree.
Absolutely.
All right, it's final. Let's invite the teams back. Amazing investigations, both of you. It was very hard for the judges, Dave and myself, to make a decision. But there is only one winner. The winner of Paranormal Challenge Pennhurst is... Quest Paranormal Society.
Yeah! Woo!
Congratulations, guys.
Way to go, Bob. It means a lot to me, personally. I'm a big fan of Zach Bagans. I think he does things right. And I'm honored that he
would have chosen us.
Right.
You guys are awesome. Really cool.
I would have liked to have gone home with the bragging rights, but to lose to a good team, I don't mind.
Paranormal Challenge rocks.
This is the world of the unknown. This is the paranormal. This is Pennhurst.